Hey, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Shanae, and today we're going to make really delicious, really beautiful summer cake. I call it berry Chantilly cake. It's basically a sponge cake filled with Chantilly cream frosting and loaded with fresh berries. It's epitome of summertime. I know you're gonna love it. It's perfect for all kinds of celebrations during summertime. And for this cake, you will need a simple sponge cake. I already shared my recipe on my channel earlier. I will link it up here if you haven't watched it. Since I already shared the in-depth video for it, I'm not gonna bake it from scratch today. And we're gonna make Chantilly cream frosting. It's basically whipped cream stabilized with cream cheese. It's really light and delicious. I know you're gonna love it. And then I also have raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries for filling. You can also add blackberries. I couldn't find the good ones at the store, so we'll just stick with these three. And also I have pineapple juice here. We're going to soak our cake layers with pineapple juice. You can also use simple syrup if you would like, but I find it super easy to open a can of pineapple juice and use it for the sponge cakes. It's going to be such a delicious cake. So let's get started with making the frosting. So first we'll whip our heavy cream over medium-high speed until it's nice and thick and has hard peaks. Make sure your heavy whipping cream is nice and cold. It whips better that way, and don't whip it too long at too high speed, otherwise you will over whip your heavy cream, which will separate the fat and you will start making butter. So keep an eye on it. It will take about 3 to 5 minutes depending on the speed of your mixer, and I'll show you when it's ready. So my whipped cream is ready. You want your whipped cream have a hard peaks like so. Basically, you don't want it to be droopy or soft or anything. And I'm going to transfer it into a bowl, a separate bowl, because we're going to use a mixer bowl for the cream cheese, the other part of the recipe. Look how fluffy it is. Exactly what you want. Now into the mixing bowl, we'll add cream cheese and beat it with a paddle attachment until nice and fluffy. So my cream cheese is nice and fluffy. I did scrape the sides halfway in, and I'm going to add powdered sugar and a little bit vanilla extract. You could also add orange liqueur if you would like. I often add it, but today I'm out, so I'm skipping it. But instead you can also add lemon zest or lemon juice, just a little bit. Give it a little bit that zesty flavor. And I'm going to whip it until it's nice and smooth, all incorporated. Start it on low speed because your powdered sugar probably will fly out if you start it right away on high. So my cream cheese is nice and smooth and super fluffy. It's not a lot, but just enough to stabilize the whipped cream. This is exactly how you want your cream cheese to be. It's nice and smooth and fluffy. And again, always use room temperature cream cheese. I don't think I will ever get tired of saying this on my channel. So now we'll add half of our whipped cream into the cream cheese mixture and gently fold it, and try to be as gentle as possible so that we don't deflate all the air out of the whipped cream that we whipped in. Now we'll add the rest of the whipped cream. Adding the whipped cream in stages helps to incorporate it into the thicker mixture, like cream cheese mixture, easier without deflating too much. That's a reason why we need to add it in stages instead of all at once. My goodness, this frosting is so good. Really fluffy and light. I feel like it's missing something. Usually, like I said, I add orange liqueur, but I don't have it, so I'm going to add a little bit lemon zest to give it a little bit that zesty brightness. Good thing I have some lemon. And make sure not to zest too much into a white pit of the skin, otherwise it will be really bitter. Okay, it should be good. It's perfect. It's perfect. Look at this. How fluffy is this? Like, this type of frostings I sure love. So now the fun part starts, assembling the cake. Today I'm going to make 6-inch cake. I have 2 layers, cut it into 4. You can use one 9-inch cake layer and cut it into 3 layers if you would like. This recipe is actually shared on my website many years ago, and I made it into 3 layers. And today I'm going to make 4 layers, which also works out pretty good. So the first layer of the cake goes on a cake platter. And today I'm not going to use any cake boards or anything. Almost forgot one more tip. Since we're going to frost the cake right on the serving platter, I like to put a small parchment paper right on the bottom of the cake so that it doesn't mess up the cake platter too much. So I'm going to generously soak the cake layers with pineapple juice. But like I said, you can also make just a simple syrup. The recipe is on my website. After I made my pineapple layer cake and used the pineapple juice, I really love that idea, so I'm just using it. And actually you can use any kind of fruit sauce. And this pineapple juice is just straight up juice. It's not syrup or there's no added sugar or anything. And again, sponge cake is actually drier kind of cake, and you do really need this kind of soaking on the cake. So make sure to do that, otherwise you'll have a dry cake. Okay, I'm going to put a dollop of Chantilly cream. I actually added a little too much. Like so, and then we'll add the fruits. Now we're going to put a little more frosting over the berries so that they don't roll out anywhere. See how festive it is? It's perfect for 4th of July, for like all kinds of summer gatherings. And I'll place the next cake layer on top, like so, and then I'll repeat all the layers the same way. Pineapple juice smells so good. Now I'm going to frost everywhere. Okay, so I decided to go with a naked style cake. I will remove the parchment paper. See how clean it is? Not much cleanup left. Super easy. I need to chill my cake in the fridge for a little bit because it's such a soft frosting. It's really wobbly, so I'm going to put it in the fridge for about an hour and then I'll come back to decorate the topping. My cake has been in the fridge for about an hour and I cut up some strawberries and I'm thinking how to decorate on top, whether to put half moon berries on top or go around it. Just can't decide. So we'll just start from here and then we'll see what looks better. I feel like sometimes baking is all about improvising. Things doesn't go all the time as planned, or you don't know what you want. You know, most of the time that's how it goes with my baking. So I'm pretty good at winging it. I think this half moon shape looks pretty good. What do you think? I think I will call it good because sometimes you can carry it away and start doing too much, and then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's cut into it. Look at that, gorgeous layers. Let's dive in. Melt in your mouth. So light, so creamy, and burst of fresh berries is just so good. I love adding pineapple juice actually over simple syrup because it does add a little bit fruitiness to it. And the frosting is just so good though. You have to try this Chantilly cream frosting and make this cake this summer. If you make it, share it on Instagram, tag me at Shineshka. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, always welcome to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.